Well, you want to give up. And my encouragement to you is don't, because there's great things in store for your future and in your future. And that's what you don't want to do. You don't ever want to quit. You always want to keep progressing forward and not retracing or retracting backwards. Hello, everyone. My name is Leon, and today I'm going to be sharing with you about being motivated and how to stay motivated. Whether you're working in childcare or any type of a profession, there comes a point in time to where you start to feel burnout. You start to feel as though you can't take anymore. You're ready to give up. You're ready to throw in the towel. But again, don't. There was a reason why you did what you did. You embarked on this new journey in life of business, and business is business. And one thing about business is that a business cannot handle its own business. I know I'm emphasizing a lot here, but it's something that you have to do as a professional, to make sure and ensure that your business not only survives, but thrive. And motivation is a key to success. And when you become unmotivated, that's when things begin to happen. That's when you begin to lose focus of why you got into the business. That's how you get to the point to where you start losing compassion for your business. But in the early years, you were passionate, you were ready to go, you're ready to communicate with people and correspond and share all these different type of things. But you got yourself to a point to where you back yourself into the corner with so many different type of things, to where you're starting to lose focus again, and you're starting to lose that motivation edge. So I'm going to share with you on how to keep that edge today. And one of the main things that we do here, and we're not ashamed to say that we believe in the power of prayer. We believe in God. We believe in faith, and because without faith, it's impossible to please God. And when you're dealing with people, you need God's help, especially when you're dealing with these little babies. You need God's help because you are the one that's educating them. And there's a reason why you got into the profession, to help them launch into bright futures in the educational arena. But here I want to share with you when it concerns business. You wrote a mission statement, or if you didn't, this also can apply to individuals that are wanting to get into business. There are many different type of ways that you can interpret this particular broadcast, but either way is good. But today we're going to be talking in reference to staying motivated for professionals who are already in the business. Take a look back at your mission statement. You may have to blow the dust off of it because it's been a while since you've picked up that particular form or tablet or notebook, to see what it all took in the beginning for you to get where you are today. There's a mission statement, and one thing that you don't want to do as a professional is hide behind your mission statement. It's easily to say things, but you can say things without being motivated about it anymore. I mean, you can be in a slump. You can say words, but your heart isn't there anymore. Your mission statement, take a look at that. That will also give you the fighting edge, or the edge that you need to continue to progress forward and encourage yourself moving forward in business, understanding why you wrote that mission statement and what it says. Now, what it says here, when it concerns mission statement, just to touch on a few more points, is that a mission statement is something that describes an organization's broader goals, culture, and underlying core values. So that's the foundation of the mission statement. Now, in order to stay motivated, you also have to have a plan, a working plan, something that is working for you. And if it doesn't work, you need to go back to the drawing board and redo some things. And be flexible to understand that you don't have to be rigid in business. There comes a time to where you have to have that flexibility to go another direction, to make another plan. And that's one thing you need. You need a plan, because without plans, you're just like a ship without a sail. You don't know what direction you want to go in. And you should not be flying by the seat of your pants when it concerns your business. not knowing what's going to happen next. You just roll with the punches and go with the flow, and not sit down and be organized. Write a plan, because when you don't have a plan, and a plan is like a vision, when you don't have that, you will perish. Your business will flop. It will flounder. It will suffer. So that could also help with your motivation, as a business owner. Develop a plan, change that plan as needed as your business progresses on. Start a routine. A lot of times we don't start with routines as business professionals. We have to, a routine is something that you do consistently on a day-to-day basis. You have short-term goals, you have long-term goals, you have all these different type goals. And that's another topic that we can talk about. But here we're going to be talking in reference to setting a plan, writing a routine, something that you practice on a day-to-day basis to ensure the success of your business, whether that is, setting goals. What are you going to do for that day? I'm going to do this routine. I'm going to wake up this morning and I'm going to exercise a little bit. And, I'm going to write down what I'm going to do at this particular time. I'm going to reach out to this person. I'm going to text this individual. We're going to make business, professional relationship with others. I'm going to connect, whatever it may be. That's just an illustration. But here it says getting yourself motivated is about getting started. First, you have to start. You will never get where you're going if you do not start. You have to start somewhere. And how many of you out there have actually said this to yourself? Oh, I'll do it later. But later never comes. You never get around to doing it. You must start, and start somewhere. You should start every day with a great morning routine, as we emphasize the routine aspect of motivation. This will help your body and mind to be alert and focused. That's why it's important to implement or incorporate a routine on a day-to-day basis regarding staying motivated. Set time for yourself. You're working hard. You're doing for others. And a lot of times you don't set time for yourself. You set time for all these different type of individuals. You can get, let me tell you this example. You can feed the children. You get so busy teaching lessons, and you get so busy doing this and doing that you get to a point to where you realize, wait a minute, I done fed everybody else and I haven't even eaten yet. And then that can cause a lot of issues in your body. Weight loss or irritability, becoming hangry, you're hungry and you're angry because you're not setting time out for yourself. You're not setting appointments or going places to get massages or, just downtime. The long and the short of it is to get downtime. Get time for yourself, invest in yourself. Become a better you by investing in yourself. And there are many ways that you can do that. But first you have to start investing in yourself. There are 1,440 minutes in a day, 24 hours. You can find some time within that particular parameter to set time for yourself. It'll do you some good. All right, next point is plan ahead and set reminders. That can be difficult. Yes, it can be. Planning ahead and setting reminders of things that you need to do. Because all of these different type of points that I'm talking about here today in this broadcast is to help you stay motivated. It's about organization. And a lot of times we can become so unorganized and we still think things are going to turn out right. But yet we're unorganized. It's not going to turn out right. Why? Because we're unorganized. But there's a way of changing that. And that is what you can implement also in your day-to-day routine. Set rewards. We are naturally wired to react on incentives. So set rewards for yourself. Be prepared to reward yourself when you accomplish a goal, whether it's short or long-term. So you reward yourself because that is good. You deserve. You work hard. Yeah, you need to reward yourself. You should recognize and reward small victories. It doesn't matter how small it is. It's good to reward small victories along the way. to long-term broader goals. So that's another way to stay motivated. Set rewards. Engage friends is another aspect of it. Motivation can come from peer pressure, people holding you accountable in business to do what you need to do. And so when you engage your friends and colleagues, that also is a motivating factor. Next point, number 8, regarding motivation, is indulge in inspirational activities. And I'm going to read this to you. Sometimes you just need to look outside of the box, outside of your circle for motivation. When this happens, we rematch a movie that you found inspiring. That's just an illustration of something that you can do. Do a lunch break. You can watch a inspirational program. And it just goes on to in reference to inspirational programs like podcasts and something that helps you stay motivated from the business side of things. Stay positive is always important to stay positive, because when you're positive, you're motivated to get things accomplished. You're motivated to get things done. And, whenever you have a positive mind, you're optimistic, despite things that may be falling around you, yet you're still optimistic that you are a success. There's nothing that's going to stop your success, because I have an optimistic mind that I can do what God has called me to do. And you go forth and you do it. And you do it full strength with His help. So, you have a positive mind, because it's easy to be negative. Think of some of the negative things that you said recently, just in your words, or the way that you've been thinking, or my business will never be a success, or it'll never grow. It's been like this for 5 years or 10 or 15 years. I'll never get to a point where I'll be like the other daycare down the street. And I'm just a failure, and so forth and so on. There's the word seeds of negativity that brings forth a bad crop. And you don't want to be reaping a bad crop by the words that you say, because the words that you say get inside of your heart, and then you start to believe those things, and you become a pessimistic person. And you don't want to be that. We always want to be on the positive side, because the positive side is the winning side. And lastly, sleep. You toss and turn at night. Your mind is constantly going on what you need to do the next day when you should be sleeping. And, sleep, that's restoration for your body to replenish you. And nighttime should be sleep time. And it's a time, it's actually a gift whenever you have the opportunity to rest and from the hard days work, and just reprogram, regroup, replenish, renew, and when you wake up that next morning with a full night's rest, you're ready to go. You're ready to do things in a diligent manner and get things accomplished in a positive way. But a lot of times we stay up too late watching movies, we stay up too late on social media, and then after a period of time, you do that day after day, it builds up to where your body becomes seriously affected, and you wonder why you're irritable, you wonder why you can't focus, you wonder why you're sharp at your staff, and you're barking at this person and barking at that person, and the problems from the job you bring home to the family, and you let them have it, and you give it to the dog or the cat too, and you're just all over the place. Why? Your emotions could be that way because of lack of rest, lack of sleep. So that's another point that you can change if I'm describing you, to where when you can stay motivated. Because when you have lack of sleep, please believe you're not going to be motivated. You're not going to be motivated. You just say, I ain't motivated. Just leave me alone. You got that mindset. And, so these particular points, you had 10 here, and this particular broadcast has shared with you on how to stay motivated. Again, do your research, find out what you need to do from your neck of the woods to stay motivated to where you continue to prosper and reach your goals. All right, that concludes today's broadcast. Bye-bye.